replay viewers, thanks for tuning in. This is day 2 of the 100 days of Nerdscope, nerd quotes on Periscope. Hi Lisa, hi everybody. Mary, is that you? Hi. Alright, so you guys can probably hear Rose background. So good morning, good morning. Yes, Rose, we hear you. She says hi. Hi, honey, you made it. Woo! All right, so what's probably one of my favorite nerd quotes is, "With great power comes great responsibility." Thanks. Yeah, Mary Rose is very much on Periscope. She's a Periscope star. So with great power comes great responsibility. And what's really cool, hey Chuck, is that a lot of people don't actually realize that that's a nerd quote. That's from Amazing Fantasy number 15, and it's the mantra that Uncle Ben passes down to Spider-Man. And what's really cool is that a lot of people just say it, right? They just like, with great power comes great responsibility, and they probably think it's from like Churchill or something like that. What they don't realize, that's our quote. That's a nerd quote. That's from Spider-Man. Well, Amazing Fantasy 15, which is what introduced Spider-Man to the comic world. So what I wanted to kind of twist that into today. Hi Becky, sweetheart, how you doing? So what I wanted to twist that into today was, you have the power to change your thoughts, and you have the responsibility to make those thoughts positive. So you have the power to, thanks for inviting followers, Becky, appreciate it. You have the power to take control of the way you think, of how you consider yourself, and the way you fear things. You have the power to change all of those thoughts. But what we often forget is, not only do we have that power, we forget that we even have that power. But then we also forget that we have the responsibility to make those thoughts positive. We have the responsibility to ourselves to love ourselves, to appreciate who we are, and to show gratitude for all the amazing things that we and our bodies can do. Oh, and I meant to show you guys my shirt. So the fate of the world is in your hands. And this is from an event in the city. Exactly, Becky. Yay, nerdy Bopo tribes. But this is from one of the events in New York City where you can go in and you have to escape the room. So the fate of the world is in your hands. I thought that went well. But one of the things that we often forget, particularly, and just so you guys who are joining in know, and Becky's put it in the comments a few times, we're part of Bopo Tribe, and it's hashtag Bopo Tribe on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we're also a Facebook group. You can also go to bopotribe.com and check us out there. And my name's Kelsey. I'm a relationship and confidence coach. I'm also a licensed therapist. Thank you, Becky. Appreciate you putting that in. So I want to make sure that we're supporting everybody, male and female, or not, any gender, any orientation, any color. Bopo Tribe is here for you. And I'm doing 100 days of nerd quotes because that's one of the things that I've learned to love about myself, is that I am a nerd, and that's totally okay. And because body positivity is not just about loving your body, it's loving the person that's inside of that body. So you have the power to change your thoughts and the responsibility to make those thoughts positive. But how do you change those thoughts? Well, there's a therapeutic theory that is called CBT, and it's cognitive behavioral therapy. And whether you subscribe to therapeutic psychology beliefs or not is one thing or another, but this technique is really interesting. And it's called thinking errors, which has a really weird kind of feel to it. But if you think about it, we're thinking unnaturally based on the messages that we're receiving from media, from other people, from just societal expectations. So we're thinking unnaturally. Think about when you were itty bitty, when you were little. Yeah, exactly. So think about when you were really little. Did you care what other people thought? I mean, when I was 6 years old, I was in dance. I was in dance till I was much older, and I was on stage doing my recital, right? And then all the little girls, including me, were supposed to go sit at the back of the stage. And so we did. We sat in the back of the stage. And then the older girls did their recital. Well, baby Kelsey decided that that wasn't what she wanted to do, and she kind of had her own recital in front of an entire auditorium by herself when she wasn't supposed to. So I didn't care what other people thought. Thank you for the hearts. So one of the things that CBT teaches is you have to think of the situation, the thoughts, and the emotions and behaviors that happen because of those thoughts. So in that moment, the situation was that there was an appropriate way of behaving. The thoughts were, I don't want to behave this way. The emotions were, I'm excited, I want to dance around, and the behavior was that I danced around. For me, say, 3-4 years ago, before I started my master's program, before I did a lot of work on myself to gain some of that confidence that I have now, that allows me to come on Periscope every morning in front of people and be like, hey, this is me, I'm ridiculous, it's okay. The person, 3 or 4 years ago would have said the situation is I'm in front of a bunch of people. And the thoughts are, I'm absolutely petrified, and they're going to hate me, and they're going to make fun of me, and they're going to think I'm horrible at what I'm doing, and they're going to make fun of my hair, they're going to make fun of who I am, they're going to make fun of the fact that I sound like I'm 12, they're going to make fun of all these things. The emotion is fear, the emotion is worry, the behavior is I shut down. I have the power to change that thought. I had the power, I took the power, and it was really hard to do, but I grabbed that power by its horns, so to speak, and I took the responsibility of changing my thoughts. And as coaches and as, a therapist, we try to do this every day. We try to help people change their thoughts and take back the power. As a therapist, as a coach, you don't force somebody to change their thoughts, and you don't tell them, you can't wave a magic wand and change somebody's thoughts. But we, as part of Bopo Tribe, we can help you work through that process of changing those thoughts and work through I'm sure you do have a magic wand, Chuck. Well, especially with your Genie in the Bottle Instagram last night, that changed my thoughts. But anyway, so you can, exactly, right, Becky? So again, guys, you have the power to change your thoughts. You have the power to assess the way you're thinking and how that impacts your behaviors. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Hi, Russia. So we do have the power to change our thoughts. We do have the power to assess the way we're thinking and how our behaviors are impacted by that. But most importantly than even recognizing that we have the power to change our thoughts, is to take responsibility to make those thoughts positive. So much love to all of you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Think about what you're thinking today. We don't often think about what we're actually thinking. That's just a little too introspective for some of us. But think about what you're thinking and then take responsibility to make it positive. All right? Take responsibility to love yourself, to respect yourself, and take responsibility to check out Bopo Tribe. All right, guys. Love you all. Thank you for tuning in. If you just popped in, be sure to catch the replay. And for the next 100 days, well, Monday through Friday, so 20 weeks. I think I did the math wrong. Anyway, whatever, math isn't working. Bye, Chuck. For the next 100 business days, I will be doing a nerd quote every day. So I have this week all planned out. And Becky, that quote that you quoted yesterday, that may or may not be showing up next week. All right, never mind, it is showing up. Thanks, Mary, for tuning in. I really appreciate it, love, and I'll see you tomorrow, honey. Becky, I'll see you around. Bye, guys. Mwah. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, and I have to do the obligatory little white girl dance. Bye, guys. That was for you, Mary. Bye.